Bitcoin made this morning a new all-time high, and I can tell you we are just at the beginning. So as you see here in the Bitcoin rainbow chart, we are still here in this phase where we definitely should accumulate our Bitcoins. Also, we want to talk about the next altcoin season where we can position ourselves. We will talking about our next long position because Bitcoin is right now correcting a little bit to the downside after hitting the all-time high. So it's kind of in on our buy zone. We will also talk about Ethereum, about liquidations, and definitely also about some altcoins where we can position ourselves before the next altcoin season is starting. So definitely stick around and let's go. Let's start first of all directly here with our Bitcoin and altcoin season index. We are facing here right now that we are still in our Bitcoin season, which also remains that Bitcoin is here pumping from one day to the other days in the next all-time high, but we're getting closer to the break to our altcoin season, which also remains in the crypto bubble. So here we can see on the weekly chart, I will refresh this also very quick, that a lot of altcoins are moving and performing here very good. So all the way in the all bubbles you can see like 25% on paper, XLM 80%, render 20%, dot 20%. A lot of altcoins are moving very hard to the upside, but I can definitely tell you this is just not the end because we are still not in a altcoin season. So as we see it here right now, we are still in the Bitcoin season and the altcoins performing only very good because Bitcoin is moving to the upside and the altcoins are moving behind Bitcoin. So expect here definitely, if we're going in the altcoin season, as we saw it here in November last year, that also the altcoins will performing way better. So this is also a good possibility to position ourselves now here on some altcoin trades. But first of all, let's talk about Bitcoin, because we can see here right now that Bitcoin is, after hitting the next all-time high this morning, consolidate a little bit to the downside. This is exactly what we are facing right now also in the last days. So we got consolidation, got the pump, got consolidation, got the pump, got now the next consolidation phase here, then the pump to the all-time high. Even today morning we hit 2 times the next all-time high, so I need to adjust the next all-time high again. So kind of the all-time high is now over there. And I told you also here in the morning that our next trade setup would be here, this buy zone over here. As soon we're getting a retest of the EMA ribbon, expect the move back to the upside. This is exactly what we are seeing here right now. Also on my Bitcoin position, I opened here the Bitcoin position. We're kind of up like around 10% now. If you also want to do the same trades as I do here, just go in the video description. There you find a link directly to Bitunix. There I will also, or there I do all my trades here. So just go in the video description, claim your bonus, start also trading there. And you can also join me for copy trading. So even the second link in the video description, just go there, copy all my trades we are doing here on this channel. This is now a perfect entry where you can get position yourself. So the next trade target would be $125,000, so kind of like a 3% move to the upside. Keep your stop loss quite close. Even if you are already in this trade, like here around $121,000, you could potentially go for the trade for break even. I will not take my trade here to break even. I will still let it run as it is. Keep my stop loss here around 1% of my risk, because I can imagine that we are turning a little bit around, because when we're going here to the 1 hourly chart, we see that the EMA ribbon on the 1 hourly chart is a little bit further away from our kind of range right now. So I could imagine to see like a quick liquidation move to the downside, maybe like here around $120,000, because when we are seeing here at the liquidation, that a lot of liquidation is sitting down below at $120,000. So there I expect also not a move directly in the next few hours, but we could potentially come back down. So if we get down to $120,000, I will definitely add to my position. So we can also take this as a second trade idea on $120,000, kind of like around here. Target remains the same. Stop loss I would definitely take also like a 1% move. So this is also the next trade setup you have here for Bitcoin. If you are not in a trade setup, just keep a limit order right now there, and you can just open a market order right now over here. So depends when the video comes out, just check where is the Bitcoin price. So on the 15 minutes chart, we see it super clearly that we're retesting the EMA ribbon and got like a proper support already. So it could be already that we are left behind this trade here right now, but keep the limit order as it is, because on one time we will definitely grab the liquidity down there. So this could be also very possible that we are, after hitting the next liquidity above us, making a new all-time high, get the rejection. So something moving in the next all-time high, grab the liquidity there, and then get like a liquidation candle and then move here into higher levels. So this is also what I can expect here for the next following days, also for the following days, because also in few hours the US, or in a few minutes the US market will open. So this also means that there are ETFs are trading again. So tomorrow we will see how the ETF inflow is working here from this Monday. So definitely also keep an eye on that. And we don't need, and let's have also, when we are also talking about the liquidity, let's go also for the liquidity on the weekly, because here you see it more clearer that a lot of liquidity is building up down below us. So it could be very likely that in one time, I don't know if it's like today, if it's tomorrow, the next day, or the following week, that we see like a liquidation candle to the downside and then a proper V-shaped recovery to the upside. And as soon we get this liquidation wick, maybe around 115, could be also already to 111,000 US dollars, then you should get ready and position yourself definitely for a next long position, because as soon we're getting this liquidation to the downside, a lot of people are thinking Bitcoin will not going higher anymore, but we will see that after we hit this liquidation, we will recover very fast to the upside. So something like this. And also when we're looking on the daily chart, because here on the daily chart we see super clear that we are very far away from our EMA ribbon. And one time, as you see it in the charts before, at one time we have to retest the EMA ribbon to get a proper sustainable move to the upside. So this is what I told you here. At one time we will come down, test the EMA ribbon. This would also be in alignment actually right now with the old all-time high. I don't think that we are getting this right now, because as soon we're getting higher, the EMA ribbon will also get higher. So I expect here something like, maybe for a week it should be possible, like would be like the lower end of the EMA ribbon, and then see a recovery like this. So be prepared about this. I make also here a quick range. So definitely here, as soon we're getting here in this kind of range, we can definitely go with all we have in a long position, because this would be the next move here to the upside. And when we're talking about the next move to the upside, we are adding also to Ethereum. Ethereum, our trade as we open it, came now back to our entry level. So it could be like a possibility retest of the neckline here of the support level before we get the final move to the upside. But as soon we get this liquidation candle for Bitcoin to the downside, expect also on many altcoins and also on Ethereum get a move to the downside. And this is also the best movement we can imagine here to position ourselves for the next altcoin season, because then we see prices like 20% correction on the altcoins, where we can position ourselves for the next altcoin season. Because you see it here right now, we could maybe a small correction till here 29%, and then get finally our altcoin run to the upside. And in the beginning of the video, I showed you this rainbow chart. This is a very good sign for us that we are still at the beginning of our crypto bull run. So we see it here right now. Bitcoin is not in any FOMO or sell tutorials. So it's a very good opportunity. If you don't get in Bitcoin right now, position yourself, wait for the retest, and yeah, definitely trade the next moves to the upside. So just keep in mind, if you are not in position right now, take especially these kind of retested or the small correction we see overall in the market as we've seen it right now. So now we get final retest of the EMA ribbon. So this is also a perfect opportunity to get in your positions, to position yourself and trade this definitely to the upside. So here we are perfectly over the video getting the perfect entry for our long position right now. So definitely check also the link down below in the video description. There you find a link directly to the trading tutorial. I make a deep tutorial about 𝗕𝗏𝗍𝗍 where you can definitely start also your copy trading or your trading. So definitely check this out. Now Bitcoin is a little bit correcting to the downside, 1% to 1% minus right now. So good possibility to enter right now. And don't forget to smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then we see in the next video, hopefully tomorrow with the next all-time high.